KSI versus Joe Weller. Is this all an act? Obviously, we were at the upload event at the weekend. You've seen the previous videos of what actually happened, live footage from ourselves. And yeah, I think this shit just got real. But let's backtrack a little bit. Where did it all start? Obviously, Joe Weller had his boxing match against Theo Baker, which he won. And then did his video and put a vlog out, put a tweet out saying, who's next? Obviously, KSI, JJ, tweeted him back and obviously offered Joe Weller a fight. So then we got onto the diss tracks. And obviously, I think it started off with a bit of banter, like all the diss tracks were. But then it's just started snowballing. They all kind of started kicking off at the upload event when KSI confronts Joe why Joe is on the stage. And obviously stands in the corner and starts shouting towards Joe. And then makes moves to come to the stage. But he doesn't do it. He runs away. And then later on, KSI was on stage with Vic, Jesse, and we were waiting for Toby to arrive. And no, it was Manny. Get it right. Manny was to arrive. Manny was late. Suddenly where we were sat, we look up and there's Joe Weller right next to us with Elliot Crawford. And you can see there's something there not quite right. He's taking a bit of beef about it. And he starts coming towards it. Everybody's starting to jump up and cheer. It is on the videos, but I will show you a short clip of what was going on. Obviously, you saw what happened. Joe does get on stage, pushes JJ, JJ pushes back, and then it all starts kicking off before they then separate. And so throughout the rest of the upload, we were going around talking to various people. People did think, oh, it was just an act. Myself, I thought, oh yeah, this is just an act. I did talk to some YouTubers as well, which I didn't record, which it would have been fantastic footage if I knew what happened after that. But we did talk to some YouTubers and they did say, nah, it's just an act. It is just an act to get people to come and watch it and be like the diss tracks, get people there. Obviously, you just saw I still got my wristband on, it needs to come off. But then we get to the press conference. Obviously, it starts off with a bit more banter. Obviously, Joe Weller does come out with Elliot Crawford and two others who sit behind him. JJ does come out singing Two Birds, One Stone. And there's a bit of light banter. True Geordie is stood right in the middle just watching it because he's bigger than any of the security guards. He is a big chap. And we did meet him. That is going to be in the vlog where we do meet True Geordie. But he's there just in the middle, just to stop it from bubbling over. But then we get to the face-off. And then this is where it all gets real. I think to this point, it was all about a laugh and a joke. But then, JJ, what were you thinking? You then started confronting Joe and do say that he is unstable and that he needs drugs. Joe Weller then says, you're meaning my depression and I need drugs. And he went, yes, you are unstable. And you can see Joe flip like that. You can see the anger in him. You watch this short clip now and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Anything else? Anything else?
You're unstable.
Unstable, alright? Yeah, I'll say that.
Do you need drugs?
Drugs?
Do you need drugs to
No.
stay sane?
Antidepressants?
Yeah.
What, you taking a piss out of depression?
I'm not taking the piss.
Well, that's exactly what you're doing. You're taking a piss out. That's exactly what you're doing.
Are you guys
How
right?
dare you,
Right,
bro?
what do you want to do then?
How dare
What
you
do you
take a
wanna
piss
do?
out of mental
What do you wanna
health,
do?
bro?
I ain't taking a piss.
Like, what do you think you're doing? Have some class about you.
Says the man who pushed me, huh?
And says the man that bro.
It says the man that came on my stage and pushed me.
Yeah.
Where are you right
Pushed you-
now, bro?
pushed you all
Where
the way
are you
across
right
the
now?
stage.
Where are you right now, bro?
You almost fell off it,
Where are
mate.
you right now?
Just imagine this, that's
Where
what I'm
are you
going to
right
say.
now? What event? This is all
Imagine 8,000 people seeing your head absolutely crushed onto the canvas.
As you can see, Joe is not happy. And again, it is not something to joke about. People's mental health. I really, really applaud Joe for when he came out on his YouTube and actually made it up front that he was suffering with depression. He is on antidepressants. We need more people to actually show what it is like to have mental health and having to have medication to control it. It is a serious subject. It's nothing to be joking about like KSI was. And it's not right. We're not in today's society. We are. It is a really bad thing. And obviously JJ has now put another video out saying, well, it was a heated debate and it was a slip of the tongue and I didn't mean it. Well, think of it what you want, but it's not the first time, is it, KSI? Not the first time. On the diss track to Nobody, you did mention about his mental health and the fact he was cutting himself. So you're there again, mocking people's mental health. It is not on. You cannot do that. And I think when he actually said it at the press conference, there was just an utter bit of shock and silence throughout the crowd. And then obviously Joe does barge him over, just basically shoulder tackles him, pushes him down. It doesn't actually fall down, but just pushes him away. And then obviously JJ then flips. He starts to jump in and the security guard gets in his way. One of Joe Weller's friends does confront him and JJ does give him one hell of a push and knocked him flying. He did try to jump back up again and he then got pushed back down. Then KSI starts to do his favourite WWE hip toss and throws the security guy over his shoulder. And then as he's being pulled away, he throws the table out. And this is when Elliot Crawford then gets involved and then does mock Creature, as you can see on this clip here.
Realistically, Creature was shit.
And as JJ leaves the stage, I was shocked by the audience reaction. He was getting booed and heckled like I've not seen JJ done before. I think it may have even shocked him how bad it was. And then the whole crowd then erupted with the Weller chant.
I'll see you.
Following on from this, there is other videos now on YouTube of what happened after the event downstairs behind the stage from other YouTubers. And looking at some of the comments, they were saying that the atmosphere was so intense down there and just didn't know how to gauge it, because obviously JJ and the rest of the Sidemen are downstairs with a lot of the YouTubers, and then Joe and his crew come down, and KSI does launch a water bottle at Joe Weller, which which misses him and hits Ben Morris on the face. Just kind of glances his face and everything, and then you can feel the reaction there as well. Obviously Joe and his crew then do leave, but yeah, I think it has just got real now. This is going to happen. Both of them are going to obviously have to get fit for this fight because nobody wants to go into this as the underdog. But what does everybody think? Who do you think is going to actually win in the big fight? Is it going to be Joe Weller, who already looks in to be in really good shape for this fight and does say he's already started training? Or is it going to be KSI? You saw the way he pushed that guy. He just like flicked him. He just flew across that stage. Or is it going to be KSI? Obviously, you saw the way he pushed the hooded guy across the stage. He has got some strength with training as well. He may be a force to be reckoned with. We'll have to see what happens. But it's going to be interesting from now till February when the match is finally on, what is going to happen. I know some of the Simon have tweeted about, well, we're going to do a tour of press conferences like McGregor and Mayweather. But it's going to be interesting what happened, whether there are going to be more diss tracks or what. But it's just made YouTube interesting again. And I think that's why the diss tracks started, to get YouTube more interested in again. But this has just took it up to another level. So let's find out what happens from now till February. But please, comment below who you think is going to win. Obviously, if you like the videos, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you.